Nation. I am feeling this energy of big shifts happening. Something big is about to happen in your life. Something big. Honestly, this is a message that I got for myself, and I honestly don't know what this big shift is. So this is a download that I got that I feel like it's pertaining to me. But if you want to grab onto this, I suggest you do so. If you feel like there's a shift going on in your life, if you feel like there's something that's coming in for you, let's get into it and see what the divine wants us to know about this. When I pulled out this deck, I actually saw the Empress energy. So it's like there's something that has been created, and I'm not feeling necessarily the marriage energy, right? Because I do have something old, something borrowed, something new. But that literally came to me as I was typing in this big shift. So there could be a few things that's coming in. It's like something old, again, something new, and something that someone is giving you. It's like, here, take this. They might be dropping something on you that you're like, oh, I'm gonna use that. You know, like somebody could be giving you some good advice or something like that. I don't know. But let's get into this energy. We're gonna say a prayer first. Divine Holy Trinity, Great Spirit, ancestors, elders, and guardian angels, I thank you for giving us the messages that we need to hear today. I thank you for allowing me to communicate what it is that the collective needs to hear. I thank you for all that you do and how we continue to ascend. And in your name, we will continue this ascension. Ashe. All right. First card out, we got the Emperor. Now, I know I said Empress energy, but look at this. The Emperor is telling me that there is some stability that is happening for you. It's like you're building your own empire, and you may be putting together 3 different aspects. Something old that you used to do, something new that you do, and something that you kind of got from somewhere else. This is something that could be passed down, like I'm feeling like lineage, like something borrowed. This is something that could have been in your family, something that you got from, I'm feeling like family, lineage. It could be a co-worker, even like somebody gave you some sort of information and you're like, I'm going to use that. But I'm seeing this as an energy where you are bringing together multiple parts. And because you're bringing together all of these parts, you are building your empire. You're building something with this. You're creating some sort of stable foundation with this. 3 of Wands and a High Priestess. Yeah, it's like you are about to walk into a new pathway. Something that you've been guided to, something that has been placed in your heart. It's given no conference call. I got to do this thing on my own. I have to listen to myself. You may be being asked to really ground yourself at this moment. You might be in isolation mode at this moment. You might be in a space where you're not really able to connect with people outside of yourself. You're being asked to listen within because you're being moved into a new space. You're being moved into a new space, and the only person that has the instructions for what it is that you have to do is you. No one else has the instructions for what it is that you have to do. No one else has the way. No one else knows what it is that you're supposed to be doing. It's only you. So you have to be very clear about yourself. I'm feeling even somebody maybe on a cleanse or something. It's like your vessel is really leaning into the divine. You're really leaning into that, your intuitive knowing. You cannot listen to anything that anyone else is telling you right now. You don't need outside advice. Yes, please claim the message if it's for you. You don't need outside advice. 9 of Pentacles. It's like whatever this is that you're creating right now, whatever this is that you're going to be doing, it is for you. No one's going to be able to claim any part of this for them. No one is going to be able to say, oh, I built that with you. I built that for you. No, this is the 9 of Pentacles. This is you all on your own. All right? And this may have come after a lot of disappointment, a lot of rejection, a lot of anguish, right? It's like you may have had to leave a lot of things behind. You may have had to, I'm seeing someone who have failed at multiple things. I saw the 4 cups. We started with the Emperor, which is the number 4. So if you are already in a space where it's like you have things that you've done in the past that kind of shifted the way you feel about moving forward, and you've been like in that stagnant place, you're now being moved. You're now shifting into nurturing this new thing. This is an energy, Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This is an energy of you saving yourself. You could also be a mom. You could have a child. And I'm seeing a fire sign. But I'm feeling like this is someone who is nurturing different parts of themselves and going to be moving forward to save themselves. You know, you could be in a very sticky situation right now. And it's like you're being asked to play your cards right. You're being asked to really follow the steps that you are hearing, okay? You're being asked to really allow yourself to do what it is that you're doing. Don't get distracted, all right? Do not get distracted. It's somebody here said, a black man, how unusual. You see, somebody will want you to get distracted. I need to know some things. May I be next in line? I'm actually not doing personal readings right now, but if you're interested, well, I'm not doing personal readings on the live. If you're interested in a personal reading and you have a question, there's a $15 reading that's available. You can check the information in the description box and I can get you your own personal reading. But this energy is for the collective right now. There is something that you are meant to nurture that you cannot get distracted from, because again, you are about to be saving yourself. And people are going to be coming in, trying to distract you, trying to bullshit you, trying to say things to get you off your path. Don't let them. Do not let them, all right? Because it's so easy for someone to be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, or trying to give you information that you don't need. Page of Pentacles, you have what it is that you need already. You're being asked to go forward and plant this seed, all right? You're being asked to, y'all got a light on and it's dark as heck outside, my window open. Y'all gonna see these little bugs. You're being asked to go ahead and plant the seed, to focus on what it is that you are doing. Do not allow anyone to get you off track. Don't allow anyone to say anything to you, because there's a lot of energy here. And you could be surrounded by people who you usually talk to, but you're being asked to be quiet. Keep this on the hush. Allow these things to pan out the way that they're supposed to. And then when they do, you could tell everybody. You could tell everybody, you know? I just saw the Death card. There's definitely so much transformation energy right now. Wheel of Fortune, look. Wheel of Fortune. Something is shifting. Six of Swords, absolutely. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. The Queen of Wands is underneath the Queen of Cups. So it's like you're nurturing something that you're very passionate about. And this could be something that has to do with you making things. I'm seeing this Queen of Wands here as like an herbalist, someone who makes her own things, who does a lot of mixing and matching. She has books here, potions and brews. So you could be a person that's like quite literally mixing different skills. Look at that. I'm a clairvoyant, telepathic, and an empath. I don't charge the gifts God gave me. If that's what you feel, hey, you know, but somebody may want to pay you for the gifts that you have, okay? You're being asked to mix all that it is that you have, to offer that into the world, because there is something special about the way that you go about doing what it is that you do, right? So if you don't want to charge, that's perfectly fine. YouTube is a great place for you to put up stuff for free. You could become monetized just off you talking. You don't ever have to charge, right? But you're being asked to put all of these things together. We have the Seven of Cups. There's different options. You have different modalities that you can bring together, different things that you can bring together, that you can bring together to create what it is that you want. And they don't even have to be of the same style of thinking. I'm seeing someone that's like a gamer, and they want to put that together with like products or something that has nothing to do with gaming, you know? But it's things that you are putting together that make you, that show how unique you are, all right? It shows how, it shows your authenticity in a way that is important in this moment. Six of Cups. Yeah, it's like you're allowing yourself to reclaim an older version of yourself while using the new knowledge that you have. That borrowed part, I want to get into what this borrowed energy is, because I'm telling you, that just came out of nowhere for me, that download. I'm like, what is this? We have the Death, Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Oh, and the King of Cups. There is something here that you are transforming. It's like you, there is something negative that could have happened to you with this Five of Swords. You could have had some sort of conflict with somebody, and you are taking that conflict that you had, you're transforming it into something of value. You're literally alchemizing that into something of value. You may have studied this extensively. You may have studied something that happened to you that had a negative impact on you. And now you're not allowing it to have a negative impact on you. Now, instead, you're using it to pour into other people, to pour into yourself, and to pour into others. Okay? It's like you're not allowing the things that have harmed you, the things that have set you back, the things that have thrown you off, to throw you off anymore. You're now utilizing every single part of this. And this is new. We got the Page of Wands under here, but 10 of Pentacles, honey. It's leading you exactly where you need to be. I'm really feeling like you get this energy right now, Dana. I really do. Because you have to understand all of the gifts that you have, all of the knowledge that you have, and the experiences that you have, it is for you to share with other people. It is for you to offer to the world in some way. It is not for you to keep to yourself. We have so much wisdom that we're supposed to give to the people around us. You have to be that person in the community for yourself and for others. Because again, this is how we continue to grow and push the world forward. So whatever this energy is of what you're putting together is so unique to you. It's like, yeah, you're finally allowing yourself to see and be seen. All right? You're finally allowing yourself to see what it would look like if you just go ahead and do all parts of yourself. I'm feeling like somebody, I'm talking to somebody who's always trying to compartmentalize. Like, oh, I'm only going to do this thing, and I'm good at all of these things, but everybody keeps trying to tell me to do one thing. And you may have been trying to do one thing for a long time. You're being asked to mix them all together. This is not a moment for you to just choose one thing. This is a moment for you to express yourself, to fully express yourself. Allow yourself to be seen, okay? Allow yourself to be heard. Allow yourself to be felt. It's like you're giving your energy out in different ways, but it's coming from an overflow. That's why this King of Cups is here. Do you see that overflow? It's an ocean in the back, and he's pouring water inside of a tub. So you have all that you need to give and to make sure you replenish yourself. Thank you. Please like the video. All right? And it's new for you to move in this way, but you have been on this path for a long time. And the reason why you've been on this path is so that you can get to this moment right here. So yes, it's new for you, but it's also something that you've been preparing for this for the longest. You could have been doing all parts of this for the longest time, you know? And now it's just like, no, I'm taking it serious. And these are all the things that I'm going to be doing. Not just one thing, not just two things, maybe not even just three things. Magician. Oh, when I say you are creating a pathway for yourself, we have the Magician, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Ace of Wands. You are following your passions in a way that you never have before. All of your passions, okay? Yes, do it. Let me tell you something. I moved to Mexico 6 years ago with $100, okay? You have to allow yourself to follow your intuition, to do what it is that God is putting in your heart, because honestly, it's for you to follow. It's not for anybody else. Somebody's going to tell you, oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, oh, you don't know how it's going to turn out. Dead it. Everybody be scared to follow their stuff. You can't be one of them, okay? Be your own leader. Don't be the follower. Followers be scared to do stuff. Leaders are not, and you are a leader. That's why you have the knowledge. That's why you have the insight for yourself, because it's that important. Yep, Hierophant. You're going to be teaching. You're going to be sharing. You're going to be showing people what it is that you do. This is a passion of yours. It's like you are being given everything you need to completely create a new way for self. You see how there's no way here, and she's literally ripping these branches out of her way? This is you creating a new path for yourself. And all of this is about alchemization as well. It's like there's a number of things that you've experienced that have given you all of the skills, knowledge, and tools that you have now. And there's so much more that's coming to you. So you have to make sure that you're tapped into self. You cannot allow yourself to be leached off of. I'm seeing like someone literally going and trying to like absorb the essence, your essence in some way. I don't know where I got that from, but it's like I've seen somebody like wanting to absorb your essence. You have to make sure, you have to make sure to block that out, to really focus on what it is that you're doing, because whatever this is, it's extremely special. Let's get into it. Let's see what this Ace of Wands is. What are these passions about? Because I know a couple of things are going to come out. It's a collective reading. We have the Star. So something to do with healing, right? Something to do with healing. You're going to be healing others in the way that you learn to heal yourself. We have the Ace of Pentacles, all right? You're going to be planting seeds in a way that allows you to grow things that you never could have imagined. I feel like this is physical products. You're going to be talking to people about the things that you offer. You could have something physical that you offer. So let me just take the example of this person here speaking. You're a musician. Music is healing. You may have used music to heal yourself. You may have used music to heal your own frequency, to make you feel better, to heal your nervous system. And you're going to be utilizing that gift, that skill, to help others do the same thing. Okay? Seven of Cups and the World. Wow. It's like there's no more confusion here. You recognize your greatness. You recognize what it is that you offer. You recognize all the different talents, skills, and abilities that you have. And you want to open up to this. You want to plant this seed. It's like, you know what your main thing is, but there's several other components of this that you're allowing yourself to share and show. You're not allowing yourself to feel like you're confused anymore. You're not allowing yourself to feel like you're too hurt to do anything anymore. You could have been in a state where you were too hurt to move forward, too hurt to do something, too hurt to share, too hurt to be seen. And it's like, you've had your time to heal. You've had your time to rest. You've had your time to love on yourself. You've had your time to pour into yourself. Like, I'm seeing someone full. You're full now. And now you can go ahead out there and share because you are full, because you have you poured into yourself in a way that you may have never thought you could, that you may have never done before. I'm seeing somebody that has gone through a lot of bullshit. And this could be with family, this could be with friends. Again, a whole community. You could have had to separate from a whole community. I moved out of the country. You know, you could have separated from a whole entire community, and now you're being thrusted into a new community. Now you're being called to a new space so that you can share the gifts that you have inside. Let's get some more on this. We have the King of Pentacles. So abundant. So abundant. All right? You are so abundant, and you recognize it now. You recognize it, and you see what it is that you can offer. You see exactly. And when you are gifted, that's exactly what happens. You get attacked a lot because people see who it is that you are before you do. But now you are coming out as the King of Pentacles because you see how gifted you are. You see how abundant you are. You see what it is that you can do. And now you won't allow yourself to go through the things that you experienced in the past. You won't allow yourself to be subjected to those things because you learned your lesson. You trust what it is that you see. You trust your eyesight. You trust the way that you feel. You trust the energy that you get from situations. So now you know how to navigate. Now you know how to navigate properly. And because of that, you'll know who you can and cannot connect with. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing you go into a community where it's nothing but love. Yeah, it's going to be other people there. Yes, right? It's always going to be the opposite there, around. Right? But you're not allowing that to stop you. You're not allowing that to make you feel no type of way. You're knowing how to navigate now. You're very clear on how you should be moving. You're very clear on what it is that you want to do. Even if it hasn't completely panned out yet, you know now. Or you're coming into this knowing. I feel this energy of some sort of assistance coming to you, something that's going to come in to help you solidify this shift. And we have a lot of aces out. So there's a lot of newness here. We already have the Ace of Pentacles. We already have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Magician. So there's a lot of newness coming that is going to push you into it. This Ace of Pentacles shows me that you're going to be getting something, that you're going to be seeing something very tangible right here in this present. Because a lot of things are up, you know, in the different frequencies that haven't come down yet. But now it's something that is coming down that you can see, like, oh yeah, I manifested that. I completely brought that into my reality. Let's look into this Ace of Pentacles to see what this is. These cards wanted to come out in reverse just now. I'm not gonna, all four of those cards flipped out. Let's see. We got the Judgment and Awakening. Oh my goodness, there is an awakening that's happening. That's why you know what it is that you need to do now. Sometimes, what you got to understand about the money part, when you have a certain amount of money, you make a certain amount of moves, right? And it distracts you from listening. And that's why a lot of times our money has to slow up so we can sit our asses down and listen, okay? And that's why this Ace of Pentacles is coming to you, because you finally listened. You finally listened to what it is that you need to do. You stop moving off of impulse. You stop moving just because you got money. You stop moving just because, you know? You stop allowing yourself to be around people just because. And you started to sit down and listen. A lot of times we get stripped of the things that we once had because we don't need them at this moment. What we need to do is sit down, drink some water, and listen. Listen to the divine, get closer to God. Because a lot of times the things that you want to do is already within you, but you can't hear them. You can't feel them because you're not listening. You're not sitting with yourself to actually get into it. All right? So you've had this awakening, and like I said, this is a spiritual awakening. So this spiritual awakening that you've had, this download that you had, this epiphany, that's what I'm hearing, an epiphany, that you now have to bring this into your current reality. And it's coming. I'm getting the vibe to tell you to visualize. Visualize what it is that you see. You've been carrying a lot of weight. 10 of Wands. You've been carrying a lot of burdens. There could be a lot on your back. It's like you could feel like there's a lot of pressure. You could feel pressure. But it's only because you're being prepared to go in. It's like, I don't want to use the example of a mother, but I'm feeling like someone is, there's like something that you're moving through, and you're having to take a lot of things with you, but it's like, oh my God, this is so much to carry. This is so much for me to move with right now. But you're almost where you need to be. You're almost there, and you'll be able to place it all down, and you'll be able to sort it all out, and you'll be able to see. Oh, Cancer, happy birthday. I'm a Cancer too. My birthday's on Monday. So you are like being pushed. You're being pushed, and you have these things that you need with you. You only have the things that you actually need. You don't have the things that you don't need. And trust me, if it's something that you don't need, it will be stripped. And a lot of times we sit there like, oh my God, why am I losing this person? Why am I losing this thing? Why am I not allowed for me to go forward in a way that's making me happy? Why I can't take this person with me? You don't need it. You don't need that. You don't need them. You don't need that thing. That's why. You have everything that you need already. You have everything that you need already. I really feel like it's important for somebody to understand that. Yeah, we got the 4 cups and we got the 4 wands. Look at that. It's like you had to go through a lot of situations that really hurt your feelings, that really made you sad. And you could have been looking at those things like, damn, I can't believe I had to go through all of that. But it's this opportunity coming in for stability. We go from the 4 of cups to the 4 of wands, okay? You go from this feeling of unfulfillment to this feeling of wish fulfillment. Literally, right here. 4-4 could be significant. I actually put up life path for the Cancer reading as well, and there was a collective reading that I put up that talked about a lot of stability this week, all right? 4s are very significant for stability, and as a Cancer, that is 4th house. 4th house is all about the house of home, about stability, all right? About emotional stability especially, but the house of home. So this 4-4 is very significant. What are these? We got the 10 of Cups, family, 7 of Swords. You could have had a lot of people lying about you, lying around you, people that you love, people that you care for, that really deceived you, that really had you feeling like you can't do what you're being called to do. And that's why you're being told to keep this to yourself. That's why. And it's not because the people around you can't trust currently. It's just that you don't need nobody else's energy. You don't need no one else's, you don't need no one source on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You don't need, just tell them that you ain't even got to tell somebody to shut up, because you won't be the person to shut up. Please go to the hospital. That's all I got for you for that. Please go to the hospital. You don't need to tell anybody anything. You need to be the person to keep it to yourself, because you already know, you already experienced what it's like to have people that you love tear your dreams down, tear your beliefs down. People try to tell you what you can and can't do. You've already had that. So you don't even need the lesson of that anymore. At this point, you just need to keep it to yourself, okay? You just need to keep it to yourself. You don't have to worry about what nobody else is saying. You don't have to worry about nobody else telling you that you're not going to be able to accomplish it. This is about your self-mastery. This is about your self-mastery. This is about being able to see yourself and hold on to your own nudes. I feel like somebody is always telling somebody something, and then they get mad when that person goes and tell other people, or when that person goes and says something. And it's like, you know what? How about you master just harnessing that for yourself? How about you master just keeping that to yourself? How about mastering allowing the plan to work out, allowing yourself to work on your plan, and not giving up on that? Don't tell nobody. You don't need to tell nobody nothing. It's so important for you right now. Everybody that needs to know will know. Because I feel like there's going to be people that you have to say certain things to, because they may be helping you in certain ways. But you don't have to give nobody the whole playbook. You don't have to give nobody the whole da-da-da-da-da-da. You don't have to. Just, okay? Everybody is on a need to know basis. If they don't need to know, then they asses don't need to know. All right? So you're going to be able to see this time around how your plans actually pan out when you keep it to yourself. You need to be able to see how your plans are going to pan out when you keep it to yourself. You don't got to tell no. I'm really feeling this energy. I don't know how many different ways I got to say it. Shh. Be quiet. All right? Exactly. And they can't hit a moving target, baby. They can't hit a moving target. They don't know what you're about to do. How they going to ruin something that they don't even know about? That's the part. You can't ruin something you don't know about. And people be ready to ruin stuff because they can't see it for themselves, because they don't think that they can do it. And you know what? That's too bad for them. But it ain't nothing that got anything to do with you. It don't have nothing to do with you. You know what your assignment is at this moment. You know what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You're going to tell the people that need to know, because everybody's on a need to know basis. If they don't need to know that part, then they don't need to know that part. All right? This makes me think of something that I did earlier. I asked somebody for some assistance. I told them the part that they needed to know. They don't need to know the whole goddamn picture. Why you need to know the whole thing? You don't need to know the whole blueprint. I'll tell you about it after I finish. Right now, you have to keep this to yourself. I cannot stress this enough. I feel like I'm talking to a chatty patty. I'm a chatty person. I'm a life path 3. We be that's why I'm on here on YouTube talking in a room by myself, because I love to talk. All right? but I'm being asked to be quiet about the next phases that are happening because it's not for anybody to know. Let's keep going. We have the Three of Cups. I'm feeling like once you do get to this place though, you're gonna have people to celebrate with, and they're gonna be proud of you because they have nothing else to do. They have nothing else to be. It's the only thing they can do is be proud of you because you've already accomplished the thing. Now, when you tell people about your plans before you do them, it gives you and them the time to doubt. But if you tell people about the thing that already happened, there's no doubt. It's here. What? I've already done it. So this Three of Cups is you celebrating with people after the fact. How about that? Let's celebrate with our people after the fact, okay? Let's show people how clear and concise we are in our own mind. We can build our own plan. We can actually carry it out. And then guess what? We can celebrate after the fact. After the fact. When it's all said and done. When you're already sitting in your new spot. When you already did that new thing. When you already completed that project. When you already got that job. When you're already in that relationship. You don't have to tell nobody about it beforehand. After the fact. It's just as fun. I feel like somebody is so used to giving everybody their playbook. And now it's like, dang, I really do got to be quiet. Yeah, you do. You got to be quiet about someone. You got to be quiet about something. You have to be quiet about some skill. You do not need to share. And we often want to share because we love to share our plans. We love to share the things that we do. But again, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. This abundance is for you. And you have to have your integrity in check. You have to have, because I'm telling you, this is such a delicate situation. It takes nothing for this to be ruined. It takes almost nothing. You're the only person that can ruin it at this point. But you're being asked to hold what it is that you have close to your heart so that when it gets here, because right now it's just in spirit, Nine of Wands, right? But the Nine of Pentacles means that it's in the physical, that it's tangible, that you can see it. So if you're moving somewhere, when you're sitting on the floor in your new place, because you don't even have to have couches, right? You could just move into a place with nothing. You sitting on the floor in your new place, that's your Nine of Pentacles. It's around you. You can see it. Invite somebody to your empty house. You don't have to tell nobody that you're moving. You could just invite somebody to the empty house. Oh, meet me here. What is this? This is my new place. Look at me. Okay, yeah. There's some ideas that are coming in that need to just be nurtured by you. I would love to talk to you. Please check the description box below. I definitely have a live reading where we can have that conversation. If you're not interested in a live reading, we can also do like a vent section, a reflection session. It's the same. But yes, you have to know you are at a stage in your life where you have everything you need to balance out your situation. The things are coming. You just have to be a good steward over it. You have to allow yourself to say that you're going to follow your path. You know, sometimes people know that you're going to get something and then all of a sudden they need help. It's like winning a lottery and then everybody telling you about their bills. Honey, that's not... This is... I'm feeling this energy of you. It's you and God right now. Just stay close to the divine. Stay close to the divine. There's a plan unfolding with your name on it. It doesn't concern anyone else. That Ten of Pentacles, that Ten of Pentacles wanted to flip out real bad. It's on its way. It didn't come out, so I'm not gonna take the card, but it's on its way. Right now you're in the Knight of Pentacles energy. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but guess what? That's the most reliable knight in the deck. That's the one that's absolutely going to get the job done. And that's what happens because they see your greatness. So as long as you see your greatness too, you have to allow yourself to just keep moving because that's exactly what happens to greatness. They're going to try to destroy it. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. There's an opposing force always, all right? And you have to recognize that the energy, the opposing energy that's coming at you, you have the opposite of that, All right. So just as big and bad as they feel they are is as big and bad as you are, is as big and good as you are. All right. And that's why that force is coming your way, because that force recognizes how much force would be necessary to stop you. So when you have some big negative energies coming to stop you, it's only because you have big positive energy to push out into the world. Your light is shining so bright that it's like, I know just how big and bad I gotta be to cover this, to put this fire out, to stop this situation. That's why you get attacked in big ways, because it has to match, all right? If it, it's like, I'm hearing that Ether song, I don't kill soloists, only kill squads. It's like, it needs to be a whole group of people that's gonna gang up on you. That's the only way it's gonna work. People can't come up against you one-on-one, and they recognize that. They see the light. They see the gifts. They see who you are. They see how you speak. They hear you. They see how your mind is working. They recognize that. So when people are trying to come up against you, they got to try it in the biggest way possible. They have to try it in the biggest way possible. But this is why you've been called to a sort of isolation. This is why you have been called inward, because now you don't need to tell nobody your plans, because they don't need to know where they're aiming. They don't need to know where they're going. One day I'm going to share my story here, but that definitely happened to me. Being in jail because of somebody else is not fun. It's not funny. But as someone who's been in jail twice because of somebody else, listen, I can laugh at it. I can laugh at it now because I made it through. It was not fun, but what it showed me was I needed to remove myself from certain situations. We have the Ace of Cups here. There's a lot of love coming towards you. That's what you have to understand. Okay? There's a lot of love coming towards you. I feel like you're being cleansed. So when you go through situations like that, when you go through really hard situations where people lie on you, they falsely accuse you of things, they start bashing you, they start bad-mouthing you, they basically just try to fuck your life up, it's because they recognize what's coming towards you and they don't want to see you get that, right? But people can't stop what the divine has to offer from you. So if you're being called to shift in any way, you're being called to move in any way, you have to follow that. You have to trust that. You really do. Yeah, you have to learn how to laugh at it. And you know what? People really hate that. I feel like once you get yourself in alignment with what it is that you have to do, once you allow yourself, y'all, let me close my window because I see, whew, it be bugs. And I don't care how long I live in Mexico, the bugs is big and I be scared, all right? But you have an overflow. You have an overflow of energy, of love, abundance, of skills, of there's so much here for you. So yeah, when you allow yourself to finally tap in and fully stay in tune with yourself, you're going to get the people that you're supposed to be connecting with. That was me closing the window. It was a gecko outside my window and I wasn't trying to have him come in. I'd be scared. Two of Wands and a Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity. This is reciprocity. You are following, it's like I'm seeing two lanes, and one of them is you going back around a cycle where you're giving and not receiving anything at all, being played with, somebody like to play in your face. And the other one is you exiting that karmic cycle and you're moving towards this newness, this space of reciprocity, this space of creation, to where people recognize what it is that you offer and they want to match that. They want to match that, okay? So that Three of Pentacles where you're connecting with people, look, that Three of Pentacles is still right here. You're connecting with people, right? You got your own three. Let's just think of it like this. You got your own three and somebody else got their own three. And y'all are bringing them together, all right? Because what it is that you offer, someone else has exactly that match that you deserve. So when you give somebody something, you receive. All right? When you don't allow yourself to receive, you messing up the energy. You messing up the flow. A lot of times we think, oh, I don't want to charge for this. Oh, I don't want to take, I just want to do it for free. You are messing up the energy. You are messing up the flow. It could be. It could absolutely be a band. It could be people that have worked on their craft, worked on their skill long enough for them to be an energetic match to you, because you have what you need, they got what they need, and now y'all can actually do y'all thing together. Yes, exactly. I'm glad yes. That's that vibe right there. So when you show up as your full self, you allow people, you give people the permission to show up as their full self as well. They want to completely exchange with you because they see your value. You're not hiding it. When you get attacked by people, right, especially early on in your career, especially early on before you even really get anywhere, it's because those people see where you can go, and they see that if you keep on shining your light, you're going to attract what it is that you deserve. And that's why it's so important to remove yourself from those spaces and continue to attract what it is that you deserve, because it's all going to come to you no matter what. Nobody could stop it. They could slow it down. They could try to fuck it up, but nobody can stop what the divine has to offer you except for you. All right? Let's get we're going to do an oracle card. I really wanted to do another oracle card, but I don't know where that card is. Let's get a numerology card. I'm going to read it from the deck. I'm going to read it from the book. Because I want to see, okay. Nothing is set in stone yet. Bottom of the deck, your dreams need a practical plan. Let's read this. Because I'm already feeling with this nothing is set in stone yet. This is the shift. This is the shift that's happening. So they're asking you to be flexible in this moment, because nothing is set in stone. Mutable is all about change, shape shifting. This is the shift. Something that is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there's also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. That's that Ten of Wands energy. Either way, nothing is set in stone yet. Attuned to the moon, I know that the best will unfold for me. I'm going to read that again. I know that the best will unfold for me. That is an affirmation. I want you to repeat that. I know that the best will unfold for me. Put that in the comment section. Additional meanings for this card. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you right now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? Time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. I love when the divine just come through and clarify all that. Yes. The teaching. In astrology, there are 3 so-called quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. And when the moon is in one of these signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in the situation. At any time you pull this card, it suggests that the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. Oh, I love that so much, collective. Because as I said, you have to visualize what you want. Allow it to play out in your mind like a movie. Allow it to play out in your mind like a movie. You can have what it is that you're supposed to have. You're being guided to it. And as you allow yourself to play that out like a movie, make sure that you have that practical plan, all right? Make sure that you allow yourself to follow the steps. You can't say, oh, I want to take you, for example, I want to be a musician, but you don't play nowhere. You don't play nowhere. You're not practicing. You're not doing it, you know? So you have to make sure that You putting yourself in situations where people can hear you, where you actually are good because you keep on doing what you have to do, you know? It's very important that you stick to your plan. And this is why you may have been isolated. All right, collective. That is the message. I hope it resonates. If it does, I really want you to put that affirmation in the comment section below. I know that the best will unfold for me. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can check the information in the description box below. I have 1-question readings, 30-minute readings, and a live reading. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.